Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another installment of the Rad Movement here on YouTube. It is I, Robbie Rapole, as always. Thank you for tuning in. And today, the topic is Real Men Cry. And I know that it's a weird topic, right? And I know that in our society, men are supposed to be tough and we don't show our true insides and we don't show our vulnerabilities and crying's for sissies and babies and we're not a sissy, we're a man. And that's really sad. That's really sad that that is how a lot of us have been brought up. And now things are changing. There's a lot of people and just groups out there that just think so differently now, and we're waking up as a society. We're waking up, but a lot of us are still in the dark. A lot of us are still asleep, and you got to think of it as the man that was born in a traditional time, that he's not allowed to have emotions. Boys aren't supposed to cry. That's for sissies and girls, and well, you could actually be a man and not be a sissy. You can be a girl and be pretty tough. You can be a woman and be really strong. So these gender norms that we've created about certain things like crying are a little silly to me. And it's nice to see that it's changing. And that's where I come in. That's where this comes in. Real men cry. I fucking cry all the time. If I wake up and I'm having a hard morning, I am way better off if I cry than if I try to fight that, because then I'll end up in some sort of fight somewhere in my life. But if I just give in and just fucking let the tears flow and let my tears from my eyes water my soul, man, I heal, I grow as a person, I grow as a man. It connects me and Donna closer more every time, because every time that I'm having a hard morning and I go to her with tears, and she hugs me and she holds me and she puts my head against her chest, and I'm like, wow, now I got a great hug and I'm getting love and I'm having somebody tell me I love you, and you're allowed to cry. I want all of you. I want all of your bad, all of your good, everything. I'm not just here for the good. And through my life, I've noticed people really appreciate that vulnerability. People are like, wow, I'm so proud of you for being so brave to cry in front of this group of people or tell this story or be vulnerable here. And really, to me, that's just how I need to live. I have to live this way. I don't have any choice other than to live this way, because if I live other ways, I create blockages in my life and in my heart and in my chakra system. And I just fucking feel not right. So I have to make sure that I live in love, I lead with love for myself as well as for others. And I have to not allow myself to get too tough. I have to stay soft. I have to stay in the divine feminine and the divine masculine. We need them both. We can't just live one way. We have to have polarity and duality and opposites and contrasts. So if you want to be strong, you have to be weak. And if you're going to show your weaknesses and your vulnerability, that makes you strong. And we have it so ass backwards in our society nowadays. So I guarantee you, men, let it out. Women, let it out. Children, let it out. If you're watching this and you're stressed and frustrated and scared and you have so much life facing you, just cry it out. I developed a cool little practice. It's very simple. Decide if you're going to go on a 5-minute, 10-minute, 30-minute journey, or just turn on some YouTube meditation music, right? But before you do this, write down in front of you, when in my life did I need the healing power of tears? Write that down. And then meditate on it for as long as you want. You can go to YouTube, you can go to the Pause app, you can go to many other meditation apps, but YouTube always has anything you need. Type in meditation music or some sort of meditation that you think will help you guide, whatever feels aligned. And just breathe and focus on, when in my life did I need the healing power of tears? When in my life And I need the healing power of tears. Just keep breathing in and out through that. Then if you want, you can write it down afterwards what comes up. And if nothing comes up, keep doing this practice, because I guarantee you, tears will flow. You will get healing, you will get answers. And it might seem weird, it might seem woo, that's cool. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. But I guarantee you, if you dive into yourself like this, if you dig deep like this, you will figure some shit out. Seriously, you'll get some heavy stuff figured out. It's simple, it's not easy. The simple part is writing it down, focusing on it during meditation, and then hoping something pops up. The not easy part is doing it regularly. It's hard to do it regularly. It's really hard to keep yourself on point with taking care of yourself, because it's so easy to fall off. But I guarantee you, real men cry. And if you put the tears first, before the stress, the aggravation, the pain, you won't have to deal with the hangover of sorrow and guilt and shame that you think you're going to. Because when we're mad, when we're angry, when we're frustrated, when we lose our shit, we typically follow that with tears of remorse. But if you allow those tears to flow first, you don't have to deal with the remorse of burning down the villages that you just burned down in your life. You don't have to worry about yelling at your spouse or your children or the people that work with you or for you or above you. If you just let those tears go first, I guarantee you will live a smoother existence. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't fix overnight. You can't cry tonight and be fixed tomorrow. But I guarantee you, if you allow your emotions to be more prevalent more often, if you allow your vulnerabilities to pop up more often, if you allow yourself to say, I'm sorry, more often and acknowledge where you need to grow more often, if you're able to look at yourself and radically be honest and say, I need more self-love. I need more time to cry. I need more time to journal, to meditate, to think, to care for myself. I need more time to go axe throwing or wakeboarding or skateboarding or surfing or biking or running or whatever I need that makes me feel whole, healed, and happy. And give yourself those things, I guarantee your life will drastically change. It's not going to happen overnight, but it will take time and it will feel better. And if you look back in a year and say, wow, I've been allowing myself to cry for a year. I've been allowing myself to be vulnerable for a year, and look at what happened and changed. What kind of good could you do in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, the rest of your life? I guarantee you, if you allow yourself to cry, and if you give yourself the space to be vulnerable with your loved ones and yourself, your life will fucking change. No mud, no lotus. From the mud comes the lotus. From the tears and the sadness and the fears and the facing them comes the happiness and the joy and your best life yet. I'm Rad and so are you. This is Robbie Rapole on the Rad Movement. And I appreciate you for being here. Go be a real man.